Episode of Galactivated Yoga on the Beach. Star Galactica, your fairy god sis, Saint Joe Narcata, and our little princess Charlie. Thank you so much for joining us in person and being here also online. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to stretch, we're going to breathe, we're going to relax, we're going to receive, we're going to embody today's majesty, Easter Monday. Thank you everyone for being a part of this, 421. And let's find our easy seated pose. Settling in, we're going to find our breath. And as we settle in, I'm going to share what's going on galactically. Today is day number 2 in the blue hand wave spell, the yellow lunar star of universal fire. Today, the fires of the universe are creating beauty within us, causing a transformation in our creative center, the Svadhisthana chakra. Today, as we breathe, all of the challenges help to bring out more beauty within us, to illuminate us from within, give us an elegance radiating from our inner heart. The love of dog is strong within us today. We are awakening our super wizard powers, our magical powers of creation and manifestation. Manifesting ourselves as the ultimate masterpiece of our lives. So beauty, all radiating from our heart inside. So as we breathe, let's relax and let go. Everything we brought with us. Thank you for the hearts and the likes and the shares. Set down any of your cares, aparigraha, any worries, any concerns, and we're going to step into our Ishta Devatar, into our divinity, our yoga. Activating with the mantra, Om Nityanandam Paramasukaram Kevalam Yanemurtayam Vadvaditam Gaganashadisam Tatsvamasyari Laksham Ekam Nityam Vivalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutayam Bhavatitam Triganarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Inviting our divine guides to be with us today for our yoga asana journey. Spirit of the science of yoga that has gone before to awaken us, that inner quietude and stillness. Thank you so much for the gifts, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Mouse man. Let's roll the shoulders up, back down a few times. Notice if the winds have your mind activated today. What you're feeling inside. Let's take our neck side to side, stretching our eyes. Finding our breath. Imagine we have a beautiful elephant's trunk today, and every breath we take in is deep and long and rich and extended. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the heart knee. And let's bring our hands to our high heart and take our head up and down. Stretch the front of your face up as you breathe in and look up at that third eye, Ajna chakra. And as we exhale, tucking our chin under. Begin to focus on your intent. Hands are on that sternum as we lean up with our head. And exhale, tucking that chin under. A few more rounds like this. Breathing through our elephant's trunk. no. Back to center. Let's shift the crossing of our legs. Bringing the other foot on top. I'll be your mirror. Let's take our right ear to our right shoulder. Right hand up and over. Gently guiding that neck down. That right ear towards your right shoulder. And reach this left arm back and drop it behind your back. Find your breath. Inwardly just breathing into release, release, release. You ate all the chicken, Charlie. You ate it all, there's no more. And then we're gonna take our head over to the other side. Bringing that left arm up and over. Stretching that right arm back. Maybe wrapping it behind our back. Find the deep breath. Fill up with the love of dog. A few more deep breaths like this. And then we'll bring our hands to our knees and do some seated cats and cows. Inhale, lift our heart, bend those elbows, look up at that third eye, big smile. And exhale, straighten your arms, tuck your chin, lean back. Gaze up at that third eye. Inhale, heart shines forward, elbows bend, chin lifts. Exhale, arms straighten, lean back, tuck that chin. Dropping the crown forward. Flowing with our breath. A few more rounds like this. All right, coming back to center. Let's roll the shoulders up, back down a few times. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares, the gifts, the follows. Thank you. Subscribers. And now let's stretch out these legs. Inhale, arms reach up. Flex those yogi toes. Reach up with intention, nice and tall. Just breathing here. Let's make our hands face one another and let's play with the energy, the Shakti between our hands by bringing them closer together and further apart. What do you notice? Bringing our palms together, let's fold over ourselves, tucking our chin under and breathing. Thank you for the likes, Sustainable Futures. Tuck in our chin, breathe. inhale, let's bring this right arm up and back, palm up, stretch your eyes, big smile. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's bend this right knee, let it come out to the side. And we're gonna just twist, bringing this right hand back behind, left hand to that knee. So I'm doing the opposite side now, instead of the same side. Deep breath in. Right, now as we exhale, planting that right foot, right hand a little bit forward. We're going to point our toes, lift this left arm up, lift our hips, and take it into a back bend. Breath in and releasing. Let's lift this knee up. And we're gonna reach this right arm forward on the inside of that leg and then bend that elbow back so we grab that inner thigh with that right hand. Left arm comes back and out to the side, wraps around, and then clasp those hands together. Take in a bind, sitting up. Lift your heart, stretch your eyes, deep breath. And releasing our hands, let's cross this foot over, wrap our arms around this leg. Inhale this right arm up and back against our spine. Sit up nice and tall. Twisting towards this leg. So twisting towards the right leg, grabbing it with your left hand. Yeah. Right hand back behind. Stretch our eyes. Breath in and exhale, turning the other way briefly. Coming back to center, let's stack those knees on top of one another. Inhale our arms up and bend that left elbow, grabbing it, pressing back as we hinge forward towards the hips. Breath in. And as we exhale, release our hands to the ground, walking ourselves forward. Let's take a few breaths like this. Filled with the love of dog. Smoky doggies. On up, let's lift this right leg up, clasping around the underside of that thigh. Let's make some circles, one direction, the other direction. Holding our leg there, let's release our hands and make some circles with our wrists. And the other way. And let's release. One more forward fold over ourselves. Shade for the princess. All right. And then we'll elevate ourselves on up, and we're gonna bend the other leg in. Left knee comes in. And let's extend this left arm forward and then wrap it back around that thigh. Taking this right arm back, interlace those fingers together, lifting our heart, turning our gaze away from that leg. Breathing back to center, let that knee, keep going. Let that knee fall open to the side. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Come over. Come here. Come over. Over into the shade. Go on. Lay down. Bringing that left hand back behind us. Right hand to that knee. Right hand to left knee. Left hand back behind. Stretch. Twist. Stretch your eyes. Deep breath. And then we'll place this left hand down. Right arm lifts. Point your toes, lifting your hips. Taking a back bend, heart opener. And coming on back down as we exhale. Let's bend this left knee, cross it over the right, and begin to twist towards this leg as we inhale this left arm up and back, taking a twist, stretching our eyes. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. One more breath, sitting up nice and tall. Om Namah Shivaya. And slowly twisting the other way, unwind. And coming on back to center, stacking those knees on top of one another. Left knee is crossed over the right. Left heel is close to that right hip. Let's inhale, both arms, reach them up high. And then as we exhale, bend that right elbow, grabbing that right elbow with our left hand, pull it on down. So we flex that foot and hinge towards our leg as we breathe. Breathe like an elephant. And release those hands, walking them forward. Crossing that left knee on the right, tuck over the right, tucking our chin under. Find our breath. A few more breaths here. And rising on up, coming on up, lifting this left leg, interlacing our fingers around it and making some circles with our ankle. One direction, the other direction. Our hands out, making some circles with our wrists, fingers, shaking everything out, our faces. Send healing light to the world. Kapow! Super friends, Galactivate! Kapow! And release, forward fold. Spread those toes. Deep breath. Rising on up. Let's swing our legs around. Coming into our tabletop. Hands under our shoulders. Knees under our hips. Cat-cow, move our spine around. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the drishti. Looking up. Exhale, arch our spine, drop our crown, press into the ground for cat. Float. Flowing with our breath, move our spine around. And then bring our knees together, curl those toes, sit back on our heels. Drink break. So we're opening the backs of our feet. Our toes are curled under. We're sitting on our heels. This is a big stretch on the back side of your feet. So if you're on the top of your feet, you're not going to feel it. But if your toes are curled under like you're standing, you will feel the stretch. All right. Now rising on up. Let's come onto the top of our feet. Just swim them out. Give those toes a break. Inhale our arms up. Let's grab our... Here, I'm going to be your mirror now, okay? So take your right hand, grab your left wrist, and we're going to lean over to the right side, stretching into that left side of our body. Coming back to center, interlace those thumbs, lean up and back, hips forward, heart opens. Breathing back to neutral spine, left hand grabs right wrist, leaning up and over to the left side, stretching into that right side of our bodies. Coming back to center, interlacing our thumbs the opposite way, leaning up and back. And then from here, coming back to neutral, curl those toes once again under. And we're gonna bring those hands back to our lower back, squeezing those elbows towards one another, lifting from our heart, leaning up and back for a camel pose. So hips stay forward, heart extends upward. And if you feel juicy and comfortable and want to reach back and grab a heel at a time, see if you could do that without compromising the integrity of your hips. And if you're super open here and want to come down to the tops of your feet, that's the next level. And rising. On back up. Let's sit back down. Stretch ourselves to the ground, child's pose. Reach those arms forward, third eye down. Lifting our heart up and over, walking over to the right side with our hands. Stretching that left side of our body. Inhaling, walking our hands up and over to the other side, to the left side, stretching into that right side of our body. Inhaling, coming back to center. Hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Move that spine around, cat-cow. Once again, up and down. Galactivators. And neutral spine. Curl the toes, lift our knees, push up and back, straighten our legs, downward facing dog. Press into the ground, reach those heels down, push with your palms, shake your head out, make plus signs with your neck. From here, let's bring our feet to meet one another. Let's elevate our right leg up. Shifting our weight forward, floating it up. Let's pivot our left foot so our legs are in a straight line with one another and rise on up into warrior one. Bending into that front knee, make sure you can see your big toe and second toe. Hips and shoulders squared forward, reaching on up. Deep breath, let's open our hips and shoulders to that left side and then bend back in, focusing on the middle finger of your front hand. Warrior two. Reversing our warrior, right arm up, left arm down, still bending into that front knee. Straightening that front leg, leaning up and back, reversing. Deep breath in. Coming back to neutral, straight front leg, reach forward with that right arm. Bringing it down to above or below that knee. Left arm reaches up for triangle. Inhale, rising on up. Exhale, bending into that front knee. Deep breath here, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheeling these arms around. Let's bring that back knee down into a low lunge. Deep breath. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Bring our toes up, nose to knee. Inhale, bending that knee. Look up. Exhale, straighten back. Lift those toes. Inhale, coming forward, looking up, big smile. Exhale, straighten the legs, toes up. Inhale, bending. We're gonna heel toe and bring this right foot over to the left side for a pigeon. Squaring our hips, flexing that foot. Find the juicy spot. And then we'll walk ourselves forward for sleeping swan. Find your breath. Inhaling, rising on up. Let's swing this right leg on back. Coming on down into a cobra. Stretching our lower back. Lifting our heart, squeeze those shoulders back. Look up at your third eye. Visualize a cobra rising up your spine. Filling you up with spiritual superpowers. Super friends. Galactivate! Big smile. Exhale, lowering on down. Curl the toes, press into the ground, up into a plank, back to a downward dog. Press into the ground, heels go down, head falls through, shake out your head. Left leg comes up as we breathe in. And breathing on out, float this left foot forward. Pivot your back foot so your feet line up, bending into that front knee, rising on up into a warrior one. Hips and shoulders squared forward, bending deep bend in that front knee. Make sure you can see your big toe and second toe. Reaching for your power. Sending light through your hands, forming a giant energy ball of power. A star of grace. Super friends, Galactivate! And then we're gonna blast into the world as we open our hips and shoulders to the side, bending into that front knee and refocusing our drishti, our eyes, middle finger that front hand, bending deep, focusing on our breath, super friends. Keep that right hip back. Up, 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 up. All right, reversing our warrior, left arm up, right hand above or below that knee. Still bending that front knee over your ankle. Still breathing. Let's straighten that front leg so we're reaching back. That right hand in the back is above or below that knee. And bringing our arms parallel to the ground. Let's stretch forward with that left hand and then pivot. Left hand down, right arm lifts for triangle. Inhaling, rising on up. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Deep breath here, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel those arms, come into the back tippy toes, drop that back knee, low lunge. Deep breath here, lifting our hearts. Exhale, send our hips back, toes up, nose to knee. Inhale, coming forward, bending, lift our gaze. Exhale, hips back, toes up. Inhale, coming on forward. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, bending that knee. Let's heel toe this left foot over to the right side. Dropping that knee down, coming onto the side of that thigh. Lifting our heart. And then walking ourselves forward for a sleeping swan. Deep breath into your hips. Observe the emotions that come up. Cradle your head in your hands. Surrender it all to your divine. Om Namah Shivaya. Find that deep breath. Breathe through your elephant's trunk today. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Ganesha Om. Breathing in and rising on up. Swinging this leg on around. Coming into an upper push-up position. Hanging out here. Thanks. Plank pose. We're gonna play with a little side plank, so pivoting, stacking our shoulder over our wrist, coming onto the sides of our feet, elevating the opposite arm. And bringing that hand down, pivoting over your toes to the other side. Stack shoulders on a wrist, over wrist. Coming on up. Bringing that hand back down, shift our weight forward, lower on, down to the ground. Lifting our hearts, let's stretch our hands back, interlace those fingers, pull those shoulders back. Lift our heart up. Gaze at that third eye. Deep breath, 3 deep breaths in and out. Following the breath with your mind. And release. We're gonna flip on over onto our back side. Flapjack. Drawing our knees into our chest. Maybe you need something to cover your face up if it's too bright. We're gonna make little circles with our knees in. Knees are in, little circles all around. Hugging those knees. And then we'll cross our right knee over the left, squeeze those knees in, make circles with our ankle. One way, the other way. And then let's extend this right arm and shoulder up and back and just guide our knees towards the left as we twist our upper body to the right. And then coming on back to center, hugging our knees in. Crossing that left knee over the right. Squeeze those knees in, make some circles with our ankles. And then extending that left arm and shoulder up and back, and then guiding our knees over to the right, taking a deep twist on this side. Coming on back to center, hug your knees in. If there's any other movements you need before we go to our final resting pose, please give that to yourself for a few breaths. If you want to take a bridge pose or shoulder stand or any other inversions, any core abdominal strengthening. Just a few more breaths here. And making our way down onto our back side, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Let your arms and legs open up and fall to the sides away from your body. Bring your gaze in and up at that third eye, between your eyebrows. And then allow yourself to just melt into the silence beyond the sounds. And we'll be back in a little bit for our Galactivation. light is shining, flowing free from the heavens door into your body, passing through so clear and freely. Just like an X-ray, this light is streaming into your body and into your veins, all throughout and in through your veins, giving you wellness and vitality, well-being and happiness, joy, peace, ease, upgrading, transforming you into your core. Your emotional body is changing to the more that you are exactly how you're wanting to be. Beautiful, vibrant, healthy, happy. Even as you're relaxing, just rest and sleep. This light that's within you is the light that's in me. Om Namah Shivaya. So filling up with light into the center of our hearts, plugging into the planet, our higher self part, up to the heavens, our divinity, where the heavens and the earth converge, there so are we. And in this place of oneness and divine unity, taking a deep breath and amplifying our energy, wiggling our fingers and our little toesy-woesies. Spirit now enters, comes back into our bodies, stretching our arms high up overhead, and then bringing our knees into our chest, giving ourselves permission to receive. Sitting up nice and tall whenever you're ready. And bringing our arms up overhead, palms together, my super friends, and drawing our hands down the center line, bowing to the heart that lives inside. Divine in me, divine in thee, one eternal light, stream of infinite energy. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate. Thank you so much for being here today. So much appreciate everybody. Christar Galactica, your fairy god sis, Saint Joe Narcata. Peace, love, and blessings. And we are Galactivators, your fairy god fam. Want to invite you all, our super friends. Please go to our Galactivators.com online site, and you can check out the Galactivated clothing gear like what we are wearing here today. My Princess Fluffy Pants, St. Joseph's Peacock Pants. You can get our singing bowls online, sign up for our Super Friends email list, and join us this Saturday as we bring the Galactivation Station to the park in Long Beach. So come and jam with us. Info on our site, Galactivators.com. And until then, stay galactivated, stay lit, and we'll see you tonight.